Hey everyone! As a chiropractor, my whole world revolves around helping people move better and feel better. And when a cyclist walks into my office, the conversation almost always lands on one critical thing: how their bike actually fits them. So today, we're going to dig into why a professional bike fit isn't just for pros trying to shave off seconds. It's absolutely essential for protecting your body and riding pain-free. All right, so think of this as a quick consultation. First, we're going to bust the myth that cycling is supposed to hurt. Then we'll get to the real root of the problem, this battle between your body and your bike. After that, we'll talk about the solution, the pro bike fit, and I'll walk you through what a session actually looks like. And finally, we'll cover all the amazing benefits of riding a bike that feels like it was truly made just for you. Okay, let's get this out of the way right now. There's this weird badge of honor in cycling, this idea that you just have to put up with aches and pains. From my perspective as a chiropractor, that is completely wrong. Pain is not a requirement. It's your body's alarm system telling you that something is off. Does any of this hit a little too close to home? That sharp pain right in the front of your knee after a climb. Classic sign your saddle is too low. Or how about your hands going tingly and numb halfway through a ride? That probably means too much of your weight is crashing down on your handlebars. And that nagging lower backache? Oh yeah. That's the telltale sign you're reaching too far for your handlebars, putting your spine in a really compromised position with every single pedal stroke. Trust me, I hear these things in my clinic every single day. And they're not random. They are specific clinical symptoms. They're clues that tell us your bike is forcing your body into a position that's unnatural, inefficient, and, over time, pretty darn harmful. So that leads us right to the heart of the matter. Why does this even happen? Well, it really boils down to a fundamental conflict between the rigid, unchanging machine, your bike, and your dynamic, unique, and very human body. Just look at the difference here. A standard off-the-shelf bike is built for some theoretical, average person who, let's be honest, doesn't actually exist. It makes you bend and stretch to fit it. A professional fit completely flips that around. The entire goal is to adjust the bike so it conforms perfectly to your body, your flexibility, and your proportions. And it really comes down to the three spots where you actually touch the bike: your hands, your feet, and your sit bones. A bike fit is all about making sure those three crucial contact points are perfectly dialed in for your body, creating this seamless, powerful connection between you and the machine. So let's talk about this solution. What exactly is a professional bike fit? Because I guarantee you it is a lot more involved and a lot more scientific than just moving your seat up and down a little bit. You see, it's a dedicated process, and it's done by a certified expert who knows what they're looking at. They're analyzing your body's proportions, sure, but also your flexibility, your injury history, your goals, and your riding style. It's all about creating this perfect blend of comfort, efficiency, and most importantly, injury prevention. I always urge my clients to reframe how they think about this. A bike fit isn't a cost. It's an investment. It's a proactive investment in your health, in preventing those nagging issues that could take you off the bike. Honestly, it's an investment in the pure joy of riding. A lot of folks are curious, or maybe even a little intimidated, by what actually goes on during a fitting session. But it's really a very collaborative and, frankly, pretty cool process. Let me break it down for you. And here's the best part. It's not some huge all-day ordeal. A really thorough professional bike fit usually takes about an hour. That's it. In just 60 minutes, an expert can completely analyze your position, figure out your unique biomechanics, and make all the little tweaks that are going to transform your ride. The process itself is super straightforward. First, you show up with all your gear, your bike, your shoes, your cycling shorts, so we can see exactly how you ride. Then comes the analysis. This is where we take a bunch of measurements, sometimes using high-tech tools like lasers, to get a crystal clear picture of your position. And finally, based on all that data, we make those tiny, precise adjustments that make all the difference. Okay, now for my favorite part, the results. What actually happens after your bike has been tailored just for you? This is where that investment really starts to pay off, both in how you perform and just how good you feel. The benefits are huge, and they all work together. Yeah, you're more comfortable, but that comfort leads to better efficiency, and better efficiency means more power from every pedal stroke, which boosts your performance and stamina. But from my point of view, the biggest wins are drastically reducing your risk of injury and, just as important, actually getting rid of the pain you're already feeling. This is probably the number one question I get. So many people wait until they're already hurting and they wonder, is it too late? Can a bike fit still help me?
The answer is a huge, resounding yes. In fact, that might be the absolute best time to get one. A bike fit doesn't just put a band-aid on the symptom, it goes right to the source of the problem. We correct the postural issues and the biomechanical imbalances that are causing the stress in the first place, and that allows your body to finally heal properly.
Okay, so the next logical question is usually about the nuts and bolts, the practical stuff. Do you have to pay for all of this out of your own pocket? And this is where it gets really interesting. When a bike fit is performed by a certified chiropractor like me, this session can often be eligible for coverage under your extended health benefits for chiropractic services. Now, you always have to check with your specific plan, but it's definitely a possibility that makes this even more accessible. And really, this is what it all boils down to. Cycling is a sport of repetition. You make the same motion thousands upon thousands of times in a single ride. Even a tiny misalignment, repeated that many times, can cause a major injury. A proper fit ensures you're maintaining the correct posture, protecting your joints and muscles from all that repetitive stress. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. The next time you get on your bike, just take a moment and really pay attention to how you feel. Is your bike an extension of you, moving with you effortlessly? Or do you feel like you're fighting it, forcing your body into a position that's just not quite right? The answer to that question could be the key to unlocking years of happy, powerful, and completely pain-free riding.